It's time for another edition of Music Matters. I'm MonkeyBoy.
And I'm Ziggy.
And this week we got a fun one. We're going to talk about one of my favorite pop rock artists of all time.
And mine as well. International.
Very, very much so.
Bryan Adams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Our neighbor to the north from Canada.
Right.
One of the most played artists, of all time, if you think about it.
Wait till you hear how many albums he has sold and how many singles he has sold.
Oh, yeah. And the cool thing, he's got a new album right now.
He does. So we're going to talk about that coming up. In our discussion about Bryan Adams, we'll hear the name Mutt Lange quite often.
Oh, yeah.
Mutt Lange is a legendary producer, songwriter, and so we're going to talk about him in the next episode, just kind of a hop over.
Nice.
He's
one of my favorite producers.
He has had a massive career.
You just Def Leppard alone, that's
right.
all you need to say.
The songs
Hysteria
or co-written is a long list.
Yeah.
So that's coming up. I do want to bring up how much I love doing this podcast with you each and every time.
It's so much fun.
Andy puts a lot of work into this. He engineers and produces the show.
Yeah.
We both come up with ideas.
Yep.
I might do more research than you.
Maybe a little bit.
Because you work nights.
Yeah.
And you sleep all day.
That's true.
I do. But we both put a lot of effort into the research. And we love doing this. And if you enjoy the podcast, we invite you to share it with a friend or a family member. It's only about music.
Yeah, this is on YouTube, so you can, like, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff.
Yes, and we would actually, I think, would love to hear your comments about the podcast.
If we suck, go ahead and tell us we suck. We know.
Yeah, honestly, that's a sign of love right there.
Yeah.
We want to get to the point where we get a bunch of trolls on YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, we absolutely want that. But yeah, it's only about music and we love doing it.
Yeah.
So, hey, let's talk about some music news.
All right. Let's do that.
All right. Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Her vacation is over.
That didn't take long.
She's back.
She really didn't take a vacation, did she?
Well,
was it a month?
No,
couple weeks?
I think it was like 6 months.
Oh, was it 6 months?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Taylor Swift is quick.
Yeah. We'll have to ask Travis Kelce on that. I don't know.
Well, I don't mean it that way. I just mean, she was out on the biggest tour in decades.
Yes, it's huge.
Like a 2-year tour or something.
Yeah.
But I guess she just recharges at a different rate than.
Is she going out on tour for this new album? Do you know?
I'm not that invested.
Yeah. Not that I could afford to go anyway.
Do you want to go? Because I'll get you a ticket.
Really? I'll go. I'll go say I saw Taylor Swift. It'd be just like saying I went to see Madonna. I did.
Okay. Well, I don't know if I'm ready to dive into going to see her.
But it's just a concert
I have nothing
experience.
against Taylor. She's wonderful and great. The Life of a Showgirl. And that's going to drop, I believe, on October 3rd.
Okay.
All right. In metal news, we learned just recently that metal legends Megadeth
I'm going to need a minute.
Are recording their final album and will head out on a farewell tour. Oh, don't cry.
Just another one of my favorites going away again.
You are too much.
Come on, man. All of them. They're just dropping like flies.
Well, I want to say
at least he's not dead, but the last
I don't
one.
want to get lynched for saying this. I love Megadeth. I've seen Megadeth.
Yeah,
it was great. Oh, I'm going to say this. I think they're a little overrated.
Really?
Yeah. But
I don't know.
They are legendary. I love a lot of the songs. I have nothing against them. I am suspicious of the farewell tour.
Yeah.
But anyway, so there's that. Lizzie Hale. Hailstorm.
Yeah.
Going to be here pretty soon.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
October, is it?
October, Tyson and Vincent.
Yep, that'll be a good show.
Well, Lizzie Hale the other day was quoted as saying that Wolfgang Van Halen may single-handedly save rock music. Which is a nice comment.
That's a pretty. That's a lot of weight to put on one guy's shoulders, man.
Well, it goes to that comment that rock needs saved or rock is dead. I don't
think
necessarily
it's dead
agree
at all.
with that, but I will tell you, if you want to check out a very talented band and musician, it would be Mammoth.
Yeah.
Wolfgang Van Halen plays everything on the records.
Yep.
He's got some highly talented musicians out on the road with him. He writes all the music.
Yep.
His dad, of course,
Eddie.
if you don't know, Eddie Van Halen, and his uncle is Alex. He was not given assistance really by his dad.
No.
He wanted to do this all on his own.
Yeah.
And his dad had heard songs and loved them.
For the first album.
But he did pass before that album came out. But check out Wolfgang Van Halen. Let's talk about new releases.
All right, there are a lot of really good releases out there. First one I want to talk about is the new 3 Days Grace. Alien Nation, I believe, is the name of it. Just phenomenal album, if you haven't heard it yet.
Well, if you're a 3 Days Grace fan, you know that there is a fire relit under 3 Days Grace.
So much.
Adam Gontier came back.
Yep.
And they now have two singers.
Yes.
They
kept Matt Walst.
They kept Matt, and they sing great together.
Oh, awesome. Like,
they
really
spent
good.
a lot of time, I think, in the process of recording this album. Not only on the new songs, going back to the old ones. How do they make these work?
It, yeah.
With both singers, and of course, if you go see them live, Adam sings his songs.
Yep.
And Matt kind of backs up, and they sing some of the songs together. I have not listened to the new album, but
it is really good.
But that's my intention at work tomorrow.
I have listened to it one time all the way through, and I loved it. I thought it was great. Good return to form for 3 Days Grace. Another album that is really good. It's not quite as good as that one, I would say, but the new Deftones album, which is out. That one is called Private Music. Really good album. It's got, I would say, 6 stellar tracks, and then the rest are okay. They're good. They're not on the same level as those 6 songs, but they're good. So yeah, I highly suggest that. Singles, new stuff from Cheap Trick. They are coming out with a new album and a tour, and I gotta say, I like the new track. You can check that out. Sleazebees has a brand new one. I'm going to be talking a lot about some 80s hair bands, because they're the ones that I've checked out so far. They have a new album. Enough's Enough has a new album out. Honeymoon Suite has a new album out. Helix has a new album out. Biohazard and Testament.
And now back to 2025.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen,
well,
please be safe stepping out of the time machine. Your captain today has been Andy MonkeyBoy Matson.
That's right.
All right. Hardy.
Hardy.
I'm not a Hardy fan.
I am not a huge Hardy fan either. I think I like one song.
He came out with a song on Friday, Bury Me in Bottomland. I highly recommend it. It's a very emotional song. I think in the future we should probably spend some time on Hardy.
Okay.
He's written a lot of hit songs for other people. But, yeah, he's not... I don't know what it is. But
I forgot.
Anyway.
October Noir. If you've not heard of this band, check them out if you are a fan of Typo Negative. They have captured that sound and do it better than almost anybody else. I mean, Typo is one of those very unique bands, and if you are into that type of stuff, I think you're going to like October Noir. Their new album is out right now.
Okay. I checked, you sent me a song from
Yeah.
them. I listened to it.
Sounds a lot like them, doesn't it?
It does. It's not quite my thing, but
No.
I saved it on a playlist, and sometimes you have to listen to things 2, 3, 4, 5 times.
Oh,
to
sure,
really get
absolutely,
into
to
it.
get into
yeah,
it,
I'll do
so.
that. Well, should we talk about Bryan Adams?
Yeah, let's talk about Bryan Adams.
Okay.
All right.
Bryan Guy Adams.
Yeah, his middle name is Guy. I did not know that.
Oh, you didn't?
No. Oh, that's great.
Hmm.
It's the guy.
Okay, singer, songwriter, musician, record producer, and not a lot of people would be aware, he's a photographer.
I did not know that.
I didn't either.
That's cool.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Okay, now let me blow your mind.
All right.
International superstar.
Well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He is estimated to have sold between 75 million and more than 100 million records and singles worldwide,
That's insane.
placing him on the list of best-selling music artists of all time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that does not surprise me, but it is insane to think about those numbers. I mean, just unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. He was born in November 5th, 1959 in Kingston, Ontario, Canada. He is the son of Elizabeth Jane Watson and Captain Conrad J. Adams, a British Army officer who later served in the Canadian Army and as a diplomat as well. He lived in various countries, of course, because, an Army brat, or, a kid was in the Canadian Army, so they're going to be moving around a lot. He lived in Portugal, Austria, and Israel due to his father's diplomatic postings. He dropped out of high school at age 16 to pursue music.
All right, Adams was the most played artist on Canadian radio in the 2010s.
Really?
Yes, and has had 25 top 15 singles in Canada and over a dozen in the UK, US, and Australia. Adams released his debut album at 20 years of age.
20 years old. That's pretty young.
He rose to fame here in the States in '83 with top 10 album Cuts Like a Knife. The album featured its title track, the ballad Straight from the Heart, which became his first U.S. top 10 hit.
Wow, but that was his first hit.
Yeah.
That's
in
crazy.
'84. His '84 Canadian U.S. #1 album Reckless became the first album by Canadian to be certified diamond in Canada and made Adams a global star. The album's 6 charting singles included Run to You, Summer of '69, both top 10 in U.S. and Canada, Heaven the Power Ballad, a U.S. #1 hit, which, by the way, features Journey drummer Steve Smith on drums. Did you
Nice.
know that?
No, I did not
All
know
right.
that.
And now when you listen to it, you'll be able to tell.
Yeah.
His 1987 album Into the Fire, with its U.S. and
Love
Canadian
that album.
top 10 song Heat of the Night,
Yes.
which is my absolute favorite Bryan Adams song.
It's a great song.
You can look up, I can't remember the name of the live album, but he has a couple of them, and the live version is better than the record version.
Nice.
Rose to #2 in the States and in Canada. In '91, you know what happened in 1991. Think about it, Andy.
Did he
was-
team up with,
It was a huge song in '91.
was it Please Forgive Me?
No, it was Everything I Do,
yeah,
Do It For
okay.
You.
I knew it was one of those.
I believe
so
that
many.
was from the Robin Hood soundtrack.
Robin Hood soundtrack.
It sure
yes,
was.
with Kevin Costner.
Right, which reached #1 in 19 countries.
Damn.
The single was #1 for 16 straight weeks in the UK.
16 weeks? Wow.
It's one of the best-selling singles of all time, having sold more than 15 million copies worldwide.
That's amazing.
The song was included on Adams' Waking Up the Neighbors album in 91,
I love that album too.
a worldwide #1 album that sold 16 million copies.
Wasn't that a Mutt Lange joint?
It may have been a Mutt Lange joint.
I'm pretty sure it was.
Yeah, and we'll get into Mutt Lange much more in the next episode.
Oh,
but
for
yeah,
sure.
we'll here in a bit just kind of switch over and see where where he worked with Bryan Adams, what he produced and whatnot. But yeah, that was certified diamond in Canada. Another major hit off that album was "Can't Stop This Thing We Started," another great song.
Another huge hit.
Beginning in '93, Adams kind of turned to ballads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you can't really blame him because everybody was turning to ballads at
Well,
that
I
point,
think,
especially in the rock scene. I mean, you
Phil
had Bon
Collins
Jovi.
was a big hit maker at the time as well.
Yep.
And he had really gone to ballads.
Yep.
Michael Bolton was a big hit maker at
Yep.
the time. He had gone to ballads.
Bon Jovi had pretty much went to ballads.
Yeah, there was a lot of artists that, at that time, ballads were just the thing.
Yeah.
So, another major hit, the #1, okay, I already said that, beginning in '93, you hear hits like Please Forgive Me,
Yep.
'93, All for Love, '93.
Yeah, that. Let's talk a little bit about All for Love. That song featured quite a few big names, including Sting,
Rod
Stewart, Bryan Adams. Was there another one?
I don't remember. I thought it was just the three of them.
It
but
might
that
have
was
just been
from
those three, but
The Three Musketeers.
the Three
movie?
Musketeers movie.
Yeah.
Yep. Just phenomenal how they, each worked. Their voices just worked together.
It was a great song.
Yeah,
Absolutely great song.
Still one of my faves. from
Right.
them.
Have You Ever Really Loved a Woman in '95?
Now, see, that one I don't get. I'm not into.
You're not into that one. All for
No.
Love and that one, Have You Ever Really Loved a Woman, topped the U.S. Hot 100.
I like All for Love.
Have you ever really loved a woman? No, I was not a big fan of that song either.
Not a huge fan of that one.
Okay, he is 48th on the list of all-time top artists on the Billboard Hot 100.
Number 48?
Yep.
I think he could be a little higher.
Yeah, he has had just mind-blowing success.
Yeah.
20 Juno Awards, a Grammy Award for Best Song Written for Visual Media, among 16 Grammy nominations. He's been nominated for 5 Golden Globe Awards and 3 Academy Awards for songwriting for films.
Wow.
He has been inducted into the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Canada's Walk of Fame, the Canadian Broadcast Hall of Fame, the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, and the Canadian Songwriters Hall of Fame. On May 1st of 2010, he received the Governor General's Award in Performing Arts, Lifetime Artistic Achievement for his 30 years of contributions to the arts.
Did you say he was in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Or
He
no?
is not in the Rock
I
and
did
Roll
not
Hall of
think
Fame.
so. Of course he isn't, because he's a great artist, and
Yeah, well, he he should be.
he should be in it.
Yeah, he should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Should have been in there a long time ago, if you
Right.
ask me. But that's me. I do want to say I got the opportunity to see Bryan Adams live once.
We were together.
Yeah, and it was on the Reckless 30th anniversary tour, I think.
Is that
he
what
was
that
doing?
was?
It was doing Reckless in its entirety.
That's right, he did.
Yep, he did Reckless in its entirety, and that is my favorite Bryan Adams album, from front to back. That album slaps. Everywhere I go, the kids want to rock. It's, it wasn't a big radio hit, but god damn it, I love that song.
Right.
And there's a lot of other great tunes on that album that weren't radio hits. That album is just one of my top 10, probably, of all time. Greatest albums. I remember at that show, and I don't remember if you saw the guy, if you were paying attention, or if you were watching it, Bryan, but there was parts of the show where I was just kind of looking out into the crowd, and I see this guy just losing his mind and doing all these amazing air guitar dances, and he was just going off. going nuts, having the time of his life, and it was so fun to watch that I actually watched him more than I did Bryan Adams for a while. Like, I was like, wow, that guy is having a blast. And that's what Bryan Adams' music does to people, man. It just makes you happy.
Well, I recall, and of course it happens at a lot of shows.
Sure.
But his long list of hits, I think he's on 40 years, in the business. Everyone knows the words to the songs, and they all sang along to every song very loud.
Very much so. Now, his new album, have you heard any of that yet?
I have not, but that leads me into talking briefly this episode about Mutt Lange and Bryan Adams, because Mutt Lange has returned to working with Bryan Adams on this new album.
Oh, okay, great. That's awesome. Because I gotta say, it is one of his better albums in quite some time. I would say, what was the one that was like, I Want to Be Your Underwear? That was the last really good Bryan Adams album I liked. So it's been like since the 90s. And this album is really good. It's really pop rock like, he was known for back in the 80s. But it still has kind of a modern feel to it as well. It's good. It's really good.
It is. I have not listened. I think I've listened to like maybe 4 songs, but it is out there.
It is. Let's see. Well, actually, it's not out yet. It releases on the 29th.
Oh, okay. Well,
But I've heard 4
with
tracks.
Artists nowadays, you used to get 1 single.
Yeah, now you get 4.
Well, yeah, they release 4.
He's got 4.
Or they release all 9 songs off the album.
Yep.
And, so it's hard to keep track of whether
Roll
the
with
whole
the
thing
Punches,
is out.
Make Up Your Mind, Never Ever Let You Go, and A Little More Understanding are out right now. I think A Little More Understanding is probably the best track. Roll with the Punches is also a really good track as well. Both really upbeat. Great stuff. There is a ballad. I want to say Never Ever Let You Go is the ballady one.
Uh-huh.
And Make Up Your Mind was kind of a mid-tempo number. But yeah, definitely check that out. And of course, next week we'll get the new album. 4 days, 9 hours, 13 minutes, and 1 second is what it says till the new album comes out. As of that moment right there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, I look forward to that.
I do too.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait.
I'm going to check it out.
For sure.
So, Mutt Lange first works with Bryan Adams. He co-writes Everything I Do It For You.
Yep.
And if you remember, around that same period of time, Mutt Lange had worked with Def Leppard.
Yep.
He had begun dating Shania Twain and working on that album.
Yeah.
And I think there was some other bands at the time he was working with. This is, late 80s to early 90s.
Yep.
And if you listen to Bryan Adams and Shania Twain and Def Leppard at that time, you can hear his patented type of production.
Yeah. I mean, the Def Leppard and the Bryan Adams, they sound pretty close to each other, too, in some of them.
And that's just due to the production, the drum sound.
Everything about it.
Kind of the gang vocals.
Yes, the background vocals.
Yeah.
The background vocals sound like a Def Leppard album.
They do. And the thing about Mutt Lange, maybe a lot of people don't know, is he can sing, and he can sing very well.
Sure.
And you can hear him a lot
in those songs. Yeah.
On the Def Leppard Hysteria album.
Sure. Yeah.
And you can hear him sing the background vocals very clearly on Shania's stuff.
Yep.
But there was a sound that Mutt Lange had produced at that time that was he was touching a lot of artists, with his production. And I think he got a little bit of guff, for just that repetitive sound.
Yeah.
But it was
working too, though.
It was working. It was a hit-making sound. I mean, I love the records that he has produced.
Me too.
Yeah,
Me too.
We'll get more into Mutt Lange in our next episode. He worked on with Bryan on the So Far So Good in '93, The Best of Me in '99. There's a long list here. So Happy It Hurts in 2022. So Far So Good, I already said.
So he didn't do Waking Up the Neighbors, huh?
No, he did not.
Interesting.
He did do album tracks written or co-written. I Will Always Return, You Can't Take Me, and This Is Where I Belong, from the Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron in 2002.
Oh yeah, the movie. Yeah. Yep.
So Far So Good from Anthology 2005. Bryan Adams and Sarah McLachlan, Don't Let Go, from that same movie. Of course, we know this sound. Bryan Adams, Rod Stewart, and Sting, All for Love. That had that very flashy production.
Very much so.
So Happy It Hurts. And yeah, Bryan Adams. He worked on that. On the Road, Bryan Adams, So Happy It Hurts. Kick-Ass from So Happy It Hurts. So a very long relationship, and he's back, and so it's nice to have that. It's nice to have that sound back.
Yeah.
Something about Bryan Adams is that, and many artists, is that no artists ever really go away.
No,
You know,
they just take a break sometimes.
They just take a break, and musical landscapes change all the time. Bryan Adams has always been out there. He's never really stopped or quit.
No.
He's released multiple albums, since his absolute peak. If you go see Bryan Adams tonight, he is going to sound as good as he did in 1983. I don't believe vocally he's lost a step.
No.
He is a phenomenal entertainer.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I was really impressed when we saw him.
He sounded exactly like the record.
That he still sounds this great.
Sounded amazing.
When so many of his contemporaries have just really
they
lost.
can't really. Yeah, they lose a step. They have to tone the thing down a step. They can't
like
hit those notes.
another one I think in the early '90s that was big was Kenny Loggins.
Yeah.
But Kenny Loggins just a few years ago, he just said, "Hey folks, I can't sing anymore. Thank you for loving my career, support my career." But he just realized, I've just lost too much, and he pulled off the road. But Bryan Adams is still top notch.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Here's some fun facts about Bryan Adams that you may not know. He bought his first electric guitar at age 12 in Reading, UK. He signed his first record deal. Take a guess at how much he signed it for with A&M Records, which is a real big,
I'm gonna guess $1 million.
$1.
$1.
$1.
How does that happen?
I don't know.
Oh.
He really didn't care about money. Obviously, he just wanted his music out there. I think is the way that went. He once considered a career in acting before committing to music. I think that was the right decision. I haven't seen much of his acting, but I know his music is great. And ranked as the most played artist on Canadian radio in the 2010s. So that is just some of the stuff. He's also never been married, ladies. Never been married. He has 2 daughters, Mirabella Bunny, born in 2011, and Lula Rosalia, born in 2013. He previously dated Danish model Cecile Thompson. He's currently with Alicia Grimaldi, co-founder of his foundation. Oh yeah, by the way, he has a foundation.
Oh, what's the name of his foundation?
Let's see here.
I know
he's the co-founder of the Bryan Adams Foundation. It supports education and humanitarian projects. He's a vocal advocate for animal rights and environmental causes as well.
Bryan Adams signed that record deal in '78, again for $1.
Yep.
The minimal amount was used to make the contract legally binding, as the record label was not yet keen on paying him any money. Adams still possesses the check from the transaction, which he finds to be a testament to the absurdity of the situation.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Because Bryan Adams' net worth in 2025 is $75 million.
Jesus God.
Who got the better end of that deal?
Yeah, yeah. Now, was he able to, I'm sure he was, but able to get the rights to his music away from them eventually?
I'm not sure.
Or do they still have?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't either.
I'll research that while you tell us more about Bryan Adams.
All right, well, let's see here. What else do I have here?
Hey, you know
I'm
what?
out of stuff.
A song that I love by Bryan Adams. That song he did with Tina Turner.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what it's called here.
Dun, 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 dun,
It ain't easy. It's not.
Only Love?
It's Only Love.
Thank you.
That's it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to sing some of that for
Well,
us?
you know, I tried. I worked on
You
it
tried?
a little bit, and then I was just like, nah, nobody wants to hear that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I do love that song as well. He did a lot of collaborating over the years. Tina Turner was one that was just, I mean, phenomenal.
Yeah, she was big at the time.
Yeah, she was really big at the time. That was the time when, you know, she was doing We Don't Need Another Hero, and that kind of song. You know, she was blowing up. And so, yeah, that was a really good collaboration.
Yeah, it was great. And, you know...
He's also teamed up with Barbara Streisand.
Oh, what was that song?
I Finally Found Someone.
Oh, okay.
Diana Krall.
Okay, she's like a jazz singer. She's great. Yeah.
Luciano Pavarotti.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Solo Mio. So he's got some range, too. Those are just some... didn't we say Sarah McLachlan at one time? Didn't you say that? Mel C. He had a thing with Mel C. That's
from the Spice
Girls. Yep. So yeah, he had a lot of good collaborations.
No, Bryan Adams does not currently retain all the rights to his music.
Wow, that's too bad.
He signed away some of his rights to his publisher and record label, and he is an advocate for copyright law changes that would allow artists to regain control of their work sooner rather than only 25 years after their death.
Yeah, that's not right.
In fact, he re-recorded older songs for his classic album because his former label, Universal Music, refused to return the original masters.
I thought that was... See, that's why I asked, because I thought I had heard something about that back in the day, that he was in a fight with Universal or, you know, his record label trying to get the rights to his songs, and I can't say
I don't
blame
know
him.
if the Canadian copyright law, I'm sure it doesn't, applies to artists in the U.S., but it is that Canadian copyright law that retains their work until 25 years after their death. That seems ridiculous.
That is.
Adams wants this to change to 25 years after the initial sale of the rights, which would give artists the opportunity to regain ownership of their work while they are still alive.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's just fair.
Well, it is fair.
I get that they have a stake in it because they put the money up front and everything, but come on.
Well, this is one of the most recent situations of bad deals is, of course, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Scooter Braun, who I think is a scumbag, worked for her label and screwed her out of the rights to her music. So she recorded, several of her albums over again. Her fans supported her. She sold more of those copies than she did the original copies.
Yeah.
Scooter Braun then, again underhandedly, sells it to an equity firm. The equity firm essentially gives a middle finger to Scooter Braun. They sell all of Taylor's music right back to her for a pretty good deal. And that was a crap deal, just like Bryan Adams has here.
Yeah, absolutely. Going back to that collaboration with Tina Turner, did you know that they actually went out on tour together as well?
I did not.
Yep. The tour included dates with Tina Turner for her private dancer tour. That was the Reckless tour, the original Reckless tour. That'd have been an amazing show.
That would have been.
I mean, can you imagine Tina Turner and Bryan Adams?
Well, I do. I remember them performing together on an award show or two.
Yeah, I do too. They were actually on the MTV Video Music Awards, if I do remember right. They won an award for the best stage performance in 1986 for that. They also won a Grammy Award for best rock vocal performance by a duo or a group in 1986.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty cool. What else do I got here? Oh yeah, remember Glass Tiger?
I do. Yes, Glass Tiger was a good band.
From
did
Canada.
He discover them?
He was instrumental on their track "Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone."
Yeah,
he provided the background vocals
he sure
on
did.
that track.
He sure did.
Yep, it reached #1 in Canada and #2 in the United
that.
States. His follow-up album, Reckless, was Into the Fire. That was released in '87. It's dealing with more serious subjects following The Tears Are Not Enough. This album contained the hit song Heat of the Night, which we talked about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Hearts on Fire as well was a big hit for him. '87, he did the Run Rudolph Run for the very special Christmas charity benefit Special Olympics album.
Yep, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember that as well. That's still played every Christmas. You hear that song. Let's see, what else? In the summer of 1989, Bryan Adams joined artists to provide backing vocals on a re-recording of the Deep Purple hit Smoke on the Water, which aided victims of the 1988 Armenian earthquake. Did not know that. Let's see. In August '89, he recorded the backup vocals for the Belinda Carlisle song "Whatever It Takes" from the Runaway Horses album, and also during that time, Adams contributed to Motley Crue's work on their album "Dr. Feelgood," doing the backing vocals of "Sticky Sweet," and Charlie Sexton doing the backing vocals of "Don't Look Back" from the Charlie Sexton album.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who Charlie Sexton is?
I'm not sure.
All right. Well, he's one of my favorite blues artists.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. I did not know he was on Dr. Feelgood.
Well, there you learned something.
I did. I just, mind is kind of blown right there.
Well, should we talk about all the songs he's had?
Oh God.
Huh?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. So we have Straight from the Heart.
One of my all-time favorites.
Cuts Like a Knife.
Yep.
We have not talked about This Time.
Oh, I love that song.
This Time was a top 24 hit. I'm Ready.
I don't remember that one.
Run to You.
Yes. That's one of my all-time faves.
Somebody.
Somebody's another great tune.
Heaven.
Heaven's, that was huge.
Kids Wanna Rock.
Yes. That, I think, is one of my all-time faves.
Summer of '69.
Yes.
One Night Love Affair. It's Only Love with Tina Turner.
Yep.
Diana.
I don't remember that one.
Christmas Time. Heat of the Night.
Yes.
Hearts on Fire.
Yes.
Into the Fire.
Yes.
In the 1990s, Everything I Do It For You. Can't Stop This Thing We Started. There Will Never Be Another Night. You remember that one?
Yeah, I love that song.
Okay. Do I Have to Say the Words?
Yep.
Please Forgive Me. All for Love with Rod and Sting. Have You Ever Really Loved a Woman? Rock Steady.
I got to throw in there because I know that they weren't hits, but I Want to Be Your Underwear.
Okay.
That was a really good tune off of that album. Let's see, what was the other song off of that album? Just take me a second here. It was The Only Thing That Looks Good on Me Is You.
Yes, and there you go. That was the next one I was going to bring up. That was a number one in Canada and a top 5 hit in the States. Let's Make a Night to Remember. I finally found someone with Barbra Streisand.
See, I don't remember that, but I'm sure it's good.
On a Day Like Today.
That was another one I don't remember.
The Best of Me.
Yep, no, don't remember that one either.
Let's see here, in the 2000s. Room Service?
To be honest, I think I lost track of Bryan Adams in the mid '90s.
Yeah.
After I Want to Be Your Underwear, I lost track of him.
Yeah. That's really the peak for Bryan Adams.
Yeah.
As I look through the 2000s and 2010s, he still had some moderate success in Canada, but a long list of hits. I mean, it's just Lean on Me.
In the 2000s, he did Sad Song Say So Much with Elton John at Madison Square Garden for a live album for Elton John's One Night Only Greatest Hits album. Special appearance from Melanie C., Chicane, and Davy Spillane. He performed with The Who and special guests live at the Royal Albert Hall. He did Behind Blue Eyes and See Me Feel Me with Eddie Vedder. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Adams co-wrote and performed the songs of the DreamWorks animated film Spirit. We talked about that. That was something else he did in the 2000s. 2004, Adams was ranked 13th on the ARC Weekly Chart of Top Pop Artists of the last 25 years, with 4 number 1 singles, 10 top 5 hits, and 17 top 10 hits. Room Service, that album was released in September 2004. Topped the charts in Germany and Switzerland, peaked at number 4 in the UK, and didn't really do much in anything in the States. The single Open Road was the most successful single from the album, which I've never heard, but it peaked at number 1 in Canada and number 21 in the UK. The album was also released in the US, charting at number 134 on the Billboard 200. That's why I never knew about it.
Oh, okay.
June to August 2005, Adams co-headlined a concert tour with Def Leppard. That makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah. I think I remember that tour.
I do a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see, what else did he do? He co-wrote and performed the theme music Never Let Go, which was featured in the closing credits of the film The Guardian. He went into the Canadian Music Hall of Fame, like we talked about, and did a co-write with Aretha Franklin on a track Never Gonna Break My Faith. That was featured in the film Bobby. He, together with Billy Joel, performed a free concert with an estimated crowd of over 500,000 people in Rome.
Wow.
Yeah, with the Colosseum as a background. Can you imagine that?
Oh, how beautiful.
Oh.
That would have been beautiful.
That would have been amazing. I wonder if you can find that on, like, the interweb.
Well,
maybe
we'll have free time tonight,
YouTube.
won't we?
Yeah, I might have to look around YouTube and see if we can find that. Let's see. May 2007, on the occasion of the 25th concert at the Wembley Arena, he received the Wembley Square of Fame, a bronze plaque engraved with his name and handprints at Wembley Park. He co-wrote 2 songs, A Place for Us and Another Layer, for the Disney film Bridge to Terabithia. I don't remember that movie, but I think it wasn't like a... It wasn't a cartoon. It was more of like a fantasy type movie, though, if I remember right. Kind of a weird one.
Yeah.
Adams released his 11th album, 11, internationally March 17th, 2008. It was released in the U.S. exclusively at Walmart. That's why I never heard of it. First single released from the album was I Thought I'd Seen Everything. I don't know that song. He played an 11-day, 11-country European acoustic tour to promote the album. Adams also was one of 4 musicians who was pictured on the second series of the Canadian Recording Artists Series to be issued by Canadian Post Stamps on July 2nd, 2009, with estimated 1.5 million Adams stamps printed.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so you can go find them as well.
I'm sure you can find one on eBay.
I bet you can.
All right.
He also co-wrote and produced and performed the song "You've Been a Friend to Me" for the film Old Dogs. Remember that one?
Yeah, I do.
I like that
And
movie.
I did watch, he did a CMT episode back in 2009 with, what's their name? It was Jason Aldean.
Oh, yeah.
Country artist Jason Aldean. Have you seen that?
I have not.
Well, you should look that up tonight, too, because
Yeah.
I know that you love country artists.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah, you have to check that out. Well, he didn't do a whole lot, from the 2010s, really. I mean,
No.
he's continued.
He's
as we
continued
said.
to do things.
Yeah, he's continued to release albums and
do like
tours.
Yep, do like little co-writes and things. Lots of touring.
We were talking yesterday that, Bryan Adams is an artist that he really doesn't need to record.
He
new
doesn't
projects.
need to, but
he's got a long list of hits.
right
He's a legacy artist.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he is releasing new music and going out on tour, and so you should go check him out. He's amazing live.
He is.
He's got a huge soundtrack that you should be able to sing every song along with it, except for probably play some of the new stuff that you have to learn.
That's right. So this podcast, we always encourage people to love what they love.
Absolutely.
And we love Bryan Adams. If you do too, it's a little reminder. Maybe go check out some Bryan Adams.
Yeah, absolutely. Go check it out today.
Right.
Anyway, I think that pretty much wraps up the podcast for today.
Well, I think that was a whole lot of information.
I
on
think
Bryan
it was.
Adams.
I think it was. I learned a lot.
I did too.
I did not know half of that stuff when we started.
Well,
And
thank
now
you
I do.
for listening.
Absolutely, and thank you. I've been MonkeyBoy,
I'm Ziggy.
and this is the Music Matters Podcast.